10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Howdy ho, Gamerinos! My name is James, and welcome back to the Tally Ho Show. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back! Yes, thank you very much. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, due to popular demand, and with the fact with Andy being back in the United Kingdom for the past 3 weeks, we've had to sort of stop. But now we are back, and this is episode 4, and we have a fantastic playlist ready for you guys. We've got some great topics coming up for you guys to listen in, and of course it is the return of the Throne of Games. Now, will our new champion knight retain the throne, or will his reign already be at its end? That is up to you guys to decide. But, as always, ladies and gentlemen, I am not alone hosting this show, because live from British Columbia in Canada, weighing in onto the conversation, having just celebrated his 200th Twitch stream, it's the one, the only, British Andy!
Hi. Wow, that was very awesome there, sir.
Well, I did try my best, but that's fine.
No,
Well,
you
my
did.
God, for I've done it for a while.
You did it very good. That was like, wow, I felt so overpowered. That was like really awesome. See, J10, who's in the chat, said good intro. and then I just deflate it with me just going, hi.
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 Yes, and Andy just ruins the moment. Yes, you do.
Yes, I do. It's like me meeting people for the first time, just awkwardly just going, hi. Yes.
Hello.
I am a person. SJ said, all that built up to hi. I know.
I will disappoint you with that.
I'm sorry. I wasn't expecting that, damn it. But yes.
Hey, you know me, I like to go over the top for this sort of stuff.
You do. And
anyway,
that's why everyone loves you.
How are you doing today? How are you doing today, Andy?
I'm doing very well, thank you, sir. I'm doing very, very well. As I say, we had a 2.5 week hiatus, mainly because that's what James says. I was away. Went back to my homeland, to the UK. So if you saw the IRL stream that me and James did a couple of weeks back, we did a episode 4 discussion. You can be able to catch that if you want to see what the Tally Ho Show discussion is all about, really. Like, what do we mainly talk about? Go check it out. Go check it out on twitch.tv/TheBritishAndy. Just check the video section. And Yeah, no, it was a really, really awesome 2.5 weeks. Just great to see like family again, and to see really, really good friends like James. And yeah, no, it was just nice. It was nice to just be able to relax a bit and just enjoy my time being back home. So
yeah. Oh yeah, and thanks for bringing the snow with you. We really appreciate that.
Anytime. Yeah, you still got it. I heard there's going to be more snow coming in the Easter period for you.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Yeah,
You could have just come over and brought the sun. You know when people go on holiday, you normally bring back the sun. Bring back some warmth. Nope, you bring back the snow.
You do you know where I live?
I do. That's why I'm a bit annoyed you had to bring it with you. I mean, trying to get a free passport control was a bit hell.
Oh, tell me about it. Yeah. Well, fortunately, I went through like the UK passport control, so I didn't. No guards noticed. They were too busy dealing with the rest of the world. So.
Okay then.
Yes. J10 says, "Are you really sorry though?" Well, no, I'm not. And SJ says, "I'm meeting Andy with his potty mouth." Yes. A lot of people don't know this, even though like when I do a live stream or something, I don't normally swear, but off stream in real life, I do swear like a sailor. It is true.
Yeah, I take that from me. Trust me, that's true. Yes.
So, but yeah, no, as I flew back, it was perfectly fine. Nice, good flight. I've slowly recovered from the jet lag now, which is great. And yeah, as you say as well, I did my 200 stream anniversary yesterday on March 24th, and we played the viewer's choice for that. People voted. They wanted to see Frogger 2 Swampy's Revenge be played on the stream. And I have.
Did it go anywhere?
Yeah, it's a good game. I'm playing it on the Dreamcast. It's weird to control, but once you get used to it, it's pretty simple, and it's hard as hell. That's the only thing. It's so freaking hard. Some of the levels, it's insane, but it's a good game. It's better than the games that I played on the other past milestone streams, so that's always good. But yes, as I say, thank you to all of you that have come by listening into episode 4. Episode Quattro to the Tally Ho Show. Thank you to everyone that's chatting. I say thank you to SJ and J10 for coming by and chatting in the chat room. Hopefully you guys are having a good day. And even if you're listening to this like live right now, or if you're listening to this via the podcast, via SoundCloud, hopefully you're having a great day wherever you are and whatever day it is. So yay, all that fun stuff. So James, What have we got? You say we got Throne of Games. Do we have some interesting topics to discuss about as well?
Yeah, we've also got 2 topics going on discussed by myself and Andy. But we've also got the viewer's choice topic, which we'll be coming on to later on, nearing the end of the show itself.
Indeed. And if you would like to get your topic put onto the show, it is very, very simple to do that. Just type in, if you're in the chat, just type in !tallyho, all one word, tallyho. You'll get our email address, which is thetallyhoshow, all one word, @gmail.com. Send us an email with the subject tallyho topic. Give us any gaming related topic, and we may discuss it on a future show. You just never know. Never know.
Well, the whole point of gaming changing pretty much every single day, you'll be guaranteed there's lots of subjects to talk about.
Yes, indeed. Like things can actually change in the gaming industry. We could be talking about something like completely random, like one week, and nothing like happens, and then like the following week something big happens, and we're like, well, that's our topic to discuss. So the gaming industry and the gaming community is a beautiful place.
Well, we're a fantastic community as well. That's even better, because we can all discuss like what's the best console. But I guarantee you discuss what the best games is, what people believe is the best game, and I guarantee people will sit down with a nice cup of tea and start having a nice, polite conversation.
Yes. That's 20% of the community there. No, I'm joking. No, it was like a lot of people can like have a nice, good, hearty discussion about video games. Indeed. Anyway, shall we get on? Shall we crack on with the show?
Yes, I think we should start. The first thing we're going to do is our first topic, which is going to be my topic. However, now, before we begin this topic, I am going to state this right now for the record. I live in the United Kingdom, and Andy, as we all know, lives over in Canada. So, what we're about to say now will probably come on to a bit of a sensitive topic, because this is something to do with what's happened recently over in Florida. Now, we all know what's happened. We've all seen it on the news. However, we've got no right to say in what happens over in US politics, which is why we're not going to censor anything like that. We're going to focus in more on the United Kingdom and Canadian ones. However, after what's happened over in Florida, President Trump of the United States has turned around and said the main cause, he believes one of the main causes for this was violence in video games and movies. Now, when he had a little bit of an intervention, he invited a lot of people, but they didn't actually invite any gaming executives in order to state their case towards it. So, my main question and topic for today is a simple one. The video game rating systems in your country, do you think it needs to be improved? And if so, how do you believe it needs to be improved? So, Andy, I shall open the floor for you to start us off on this conversation. Is your thoughts on this?
Well, my thoughts on this, that the American rating system is pretty much the same as the Canadian. Now, North America pretty much has the same rating system. It's ESRB, I believe. Let me just double check, because... Right, first time it was ESRB. See, I'm getting used to it now. And Europe has PEGI. I think Australia has their own different one as well. Now, regarding about this, and yes, SJ says, this is the old hat back then, when it was first argued. Yes, there's been a lot of discussions regarding about this. Do I think it should be improved? Not really. I think it's pretty... every time you walk into like a game store and you look at a game, it pretty much says it on the case. Like, you know, whether you're in Europe with PEGI, you know, if it has 16 plus or 18 plus, and you have a kid that's 10 years old, common sense says don't buy the game for them until they're 16 or 18 years old. Same goes for ESRB, the North American rating system, where, you know, does it say E for everyone? Does it say T for teen? Does it say M for mature? If it says M for mature and your son's 11 years old, don't buy the game. It's pretty much common sense, really. I mean, you know, it's... I've discussed. It's funny. I've discussed about this in the past a few years ago. I don't know if you remember this, James. Remember, like many moons ago, OG Twitch, OG YouTube. Sorry, a little project I did called a random rant.
Yeah, I remember that. Long time ago.
Remember, you used to also co-host with me on that. That's now gone into the abyss of YouTube. That never existed. Pretty much that disappeared.
Yeah, you pretty much stay with you for the rest of the time, though. You pretty much brought it back with you.
In a way, it just it's its own new thing, so to say. But one of the topics I discussed about was about video game rating systems and should it be changed. You know, like I think it mainly happened when Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 came out. Remember when it had that big like level cutscene thing where it was very distressing for some people? But
well, I think that was Modern Warfare 2, if I remember right.
There was Modern Warfare 2, and there was also Modern Warfare 3 that had a similar thing as well. And it was both games had like a level in there, which was very distressing for some people because of recent events that were happening in the world. And Activision and Infinity Ward pretty much, you know, they put it in the game, but they gave you at the beginning an option if you would like to see that said level or not. So you had a choice between yes or no. If you said no, then great, you don't see it and everything's fine. If you said yes, then be warned there's going to be some pretty gruesome stuff. And it really annoyed me because a lot of parents complained like the video games that their kids are playing are too violent, too gory, too much sexual activity going on and all that stuff. And it's like, well, how old's your kid? Oh, he's 10 years old. What's the rating of the game? 18. Hello? It's like, you know. And even Jada says the problem is parents blame the company for the game being violent when it's them who bought it for the child, so therefore parents are at fault. But it's like, yeah, and it's just... The one thing that really gets me as well is I feel sorry for the people that work in the like game stores and entertainment stores, because, you know, like if a kid came up carrying Grand Theft Auto put it on the counter, you know, chances are the staff member's going to look and be like, I'm not selling this to you because you look under the age of 18 or 21. But it's like, if an adult comes in with the game, puts it on, and and the staff looks at it and goes, are you going to be playing this? Is this for yourself? And the adult goes, oh yeah, it's for me, when really it's for the kid. What's the staff member going to do? He can't say like, oh, I don't believe you because I feel like you're going to give this to your child, because then he'll get in trouble. So it's like, it's a difficult situation for them in a way. And, you know, the funny thing is like, I said this as well in like, back in OG YouTube, my mother, because I actually asked her for Grand Theft Auto when I was like, I think 12, and she said to me, no, you're not getting it. And I said, why not? And she said, because you're not old enough to play the game. It's like, it's rated 18, you have to wait till you're 18. And I just looked and was like, fair enough. I'm like, that's great. And then when I was 15, I got my first like high-rated game, Bulworth Academy, or Bully as it was originally called.
I remember Bully, yeah.
Yeah, that was like that was the first like high-rated game I got when like I was the age of 15. I was like, sweet, now I can, you know. But I appreciate that what my mum did, because you know she pretty much saw like, you know, no, you know, it's not all parents. I'm just saying, like, you know, a lot of parents are like, you know, they say like, you're not playing that until you're like at the age where you're allowed to. So, you know, go play some other video games that you can play that don't have violence, you know, don't have blood, don't have gore and all that stuff. So, you know, it's not all parents. It's, you know, and some, I don't know, some parents as well can, I don't know, just be like peer pressured or something by their kids, and they just give up because it's like, it's the only way for them to, you know, be happy to some extent. But still, it's kind of just like, yeah, but if you blame the gaming industry, the gaming companies for high-rated, high-violent games, and you're saying that it's too much for your child, look at the ratings on the games.
The ratings aren't there for the reason that there's going to be themes on there that aren't good enough for them. They need to, like, my sister and my brother-in-law, they are, their kid wants to play Grand Theft Auto because he watches a bit of it on YouTube. But they keep telling me, they turn around to me and said, should he get it? And I said, first thing I said was, no, don't get it, because I know exactly what to expect in it. It's not for him. And then, so they've basically they've asked me, because of the fact that I play games so much and know what to expect. So that's why they've turned around to me and said, no, he's not playing it. Which I think is great in a sense, because it needs to be that sort of thing for a particular person. Although, saying that, J10 has turned around and said, just hand him Simpsons Hit and Run and they won GTA. I loved Simpsons Hit and Run when I was younger. But that was pretty much your first Grand Theft Auto game.
Yeah, and what was the age rating for that? That was like, it wasn't teen, was it? It was ages 10 and up, I think.
Yeah, it was all Simpsons based as well, so yeah, that's probably why the ratings dropped low. But that was sort of like the perfect thing to get yourself into it. Yeah. Because it was pretty much GTA, but it was a case of, you had the Simpsons, it was calm the hell down big time to it.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, you could still, like, you know, punch and kick people and stuff, and if you run over people, they just fly. They just fly up in the air, they fall down, and they get back up and they continue on with their normal routine. Pretty much. So yeah, no, it's like games like that got you into like that style, like that GTA aspect in a way, but it was like meant for kids. I mean, that works, because it's like, if kids want to play those sorts of games, yeah, get them something like Simpsons Hit and Run, you know, something to do missions and stuff, you know, that type of way. Controller Tape, aka Art, just jumped in and say, tally ho to you, sir. He says, also a kid GTA was Bully. Are we talking about Bully? I just got here. We talked a little bit about Bully, because as I said, that was my first. I mean, I got Simpsons Hit and Run. As well as a kid. That was a lot of fun. Actually, no, I think Simpsons. Wait, what game came out first? Was it Simpsons Hit and Run or was it Bully? I'm trying to remember.
I think it was Bully, actually.
Yeah, and I remember as well, because in America they kept the name Bully, But in Europe, they changed it. They changed it to Cam's Canum Edit Bullworth Academy, because the name Bully, I think they just didn't like the fact that it was called that, because of course there's a lot of bullying going on and it might be a bit distressful for kids, teenagers, that are getting picked on. Me, as you know, I got bullied a lot. So, but I mean, technically, I really didn't care about the name. I was just like, hey, it's a game. I'll play it. Sounds good. But you know, I could understand for like some kids that were like going through like a more of a hard time with bullying. But seeing a name like that will probably be like not very nice for them. So, hats off to, you know, the European Gaming Committee or whoever that got the name changed, because that was great. That was great that they were able to do that. But yeah, no, as I say, I think it was Bully that I first played, and then I played Simpsons Hit and Run, and you know, those games are pretty good to start off with, like playing those like styles of games, like a GTA styled game, so to say. And then once your kid grows up to be like 18 and stuff, or like in a mature age, then they can go and play the game, because at least then they've grown up, they've matured, they've learned many things about the world. So then it's like as long as they can tell, as long as they can tell what's right, what's like driving around, that's perfectly fine. But all the bad stuff that happened in the game, as long as they were taught correctly that this is something you should never do in the real world at all, because a lot of innocent people can be hurt, a lot of things can go wrong, etc. Yeah. And Jay Tens also said, the one thing that puts me off Cali of Duty is the amount of kids that are underage that have that game. It's the same with GTA 5. I went on GTA 5 a couple of months ago, and I thought, for the first time, I'll go online. Let's see what the fuss is about. And within 20 minutes, I had to mute the entire thing, because all I was hearing was, as he said, was just horrible things that I know children that were like 13, 14-year-olds were saying over there. It was ridiculous. And I just understand how you would allow you be in another room and hear your child say that, and it just no. Why would you do that? Why would you get them? If my child ever gets to the stage where it starts doing that or starts going off completely, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take that game and I'm going to chuck it, or at least hide it somewhere, until they learn how to properly respect what they're doing on there, because what they're saying is completely, and I can't even say anything really. It's that bad. I know, and there's a lot of things to get off your chest regarding about this, and I know that we've got to try and do this in a professional manner, because we could go on this topic for like hours and hours on end with a lot of things, but you know, it's just because I've got a lot of things on I would like to get off my chest regarding about this, but it's like, you know, I mean, it's with Call of Duty. I have had it as well. Lost Impact just came into the chat as well. Hello, Lost. How are you? Tally ho. Hope you are having a good day. But yeah, as you say, like with Call of Duty, it's like you're playing the game online. You know, it's great, and you hear like an 8-year-old kid screaming in the microphone, and you think to yourself, how the heck did you get this game? Why? It's aged 18, for goodness sake. It's just like, oh dear. Yeah, it's. But that's. You think they'd have some sort of like the servers and like the administrators coming in, basically playing the games. If they hear people who they know are underage, they should be able to just block them and ban them for coming online until they've reached a proper age. Yeah, I mean that could do that, but it probably will take a lot of time to do, really. But it's a very like touchy subject in a way with regarding about this, because it's like, you know. Yeah, it's a very, very touchy subject, but at the same time, when we first thought about this topic, it was a case of when it just happens, and the fact that it wasn't just. It just seems every time something bad happens around the world, video games are the first thing that gets one of the very first things that get blamed. And you get like only a percentage of people who play video games start doing these horrible things and blame it. But you've got like 99.999% of the rest of the world who just play the games and enjoy it, and that just makes the gaming community look bad because of particularly one person who feels like that they are sort of getting let down by the 0.001%. Yeah, no, totally. Now, Ark, Controller Tape, actually puts in a very good point. He says, I let my son play Doom 3 and Halo and he's 9 because I know he can handle it. I think maybe the problem is that parents aren't watching what's going on. That is a good, a good thing to discuss about because, if you're letting your child play, like, a game like that, like Doom or Halo, and, but you're, like, in the presence, like, watching him play.
Sort of teaching them at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, if it's something doing like that, then, that's great because you're educating your child to be like, this, like playing Doom 3, for example, like, it's like there's blood and gore and there's aliens and stuff, but it's fantasy, it's fictional. And it's just like, just educating your child, like, regarding about these types of, like, games and storylines, so to say. I mean...
Yeah, definitely.
Because it's like, you could go on and start bashing, saying, like, parents shouldn't buy these games for their kids, because it's, like, highly rated.
I suppose we've all done it in a way as well. We've sort of played games that are below our...
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I'm not going to say, I like my mum, yeah, she didn't buy it, she didn't, like, buy me a high-rated, like, video game. Granted, it's like I have seen high-rated movies growing up, so it's like, we've all done it, but we, it's like we've all like had it in the past, but it's like when it comes to like the subject with all of a sudden like parents are blaming the gaming industry because of like how bad, how violent these like games are, but it's kind of just like, because it's kind of just like I'm trying to be like say this correctly in a way, because like as what Ark says, if you buy the game like for yourself, but your child plays it, but you're in the presence of in the room and you're educating them like regarding about the game and like say this isn't real, this is fantasy, it's totally not real, like stuff like that. I mean, yeah, it's good because it's like say you're showing them like what's right and wrong, pretty much. But if some parents just like buy the game for the kids and be like, okay, have fun, and then just walk out, it's kind of just like, and then
this sort of thing happens. You sort of expect to be sort of part of the blame for the way that this has sort of made them, as it were.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, there's with every topic that we discuss, there's always pros and there's always cons. This one is an example as well. There's always pros, there's always cons. But going straight back to the main question at hand, because I think maybe, do you think maybe we should come to a conclusion on this?
Yeah, I was just about to say, I think we should definitely conclude this, because I think we've all said what we needed to basically get off our chest. So yeah. Oh, Andy, video game race systems, do you think it should be improved? And if so, how would you go about doing it?
No. I think they're fine just the way they are. The North American system is fine. You've pretty much got E for everyone, T for teen, M for mature, PEGI in Europe. You got your numbers 3, 6, 8, 16, 12, like 12, 16, 18. It works. It works well. I don't think nothing should get changed. Nothing should get. Ark says quickly regarding online toxicity being a minority of players. I mean, has anyone logged on to a random online competitive game for a day of playing and not been exposed to garbage? It doesn't seem like a small minority considering how hard it is to avoid the toxic. Is that, are we getting off topic? No, we're not getting off topic. I mean, it's like, yeah, you're gonna get a lot of people like raging and shouting at you, not just kids, adults as well. when you start killing someone like 20 times, yeah, they're gonna get mad. But it's
you say that though, because a lot of people say like you get the more violent game, and let's face it, I know exactly what the most violent game is in the world, and it's not Manhunt, it's not GTA, it's FIFA, because I have seen so much stuff get broken, smashed, abused, everything just by one game in FIFA, which I'm surprised that's not a bloody 18. The amount of TVs have been broken because of it. Yeah, because
I know like the gaming side of it, it's pretty much like, yeah, it's fun. It's fun for everyone. But yes, if you go to a part where you're playing against people online, they should up the rating, because it's kind of just like, bear in mind, when you're playing online against someone from the other side of the world, chances are you're going to get a lot of garbage thrown at you, because it's like, if you're beating them 5-0, I mean, I've played FIFA. I've got beaten 10-0 by someone from what was it? I played against someone from Liverpool. I played as Portsmouth. He played as Liverpool. He beat me 10-0. Do you know what happened at the end? We became friends. No, we became friends on Xbox, and we played more times. It was like we just had it. It was great. It was just like fair play, mate. He was like, no, fair play to you. Is that I thought you were gonna go on a rage or something because I've spoken to a lot of people that get mad at me. I said, no, I'm just playing for fun. He said, oh, can I add you on Xbox? I said, yeah, sure. And we played FIFA for a good few months together, and he helped me improve a little bit. So it's like, you get decent people on there, but yeah, it's like if you're playing online with like some people, like you're going to get a lot of garbage thrown. I think they should up the age rating system on FIFA. Sports games in general, I think, because with that. But should the rating system in all the world's age rating systems for games, we could also go with movies as well. Should they get changed? No, I don't think so. I think they're good as it is. SJ says, plus on occasions, the BBFC steps in for clarification in the UK, which is good. I got it wrong with Peggy as well. J10 says it's 3, 7, 12, 16, 18. Fair enough. Lost Impact says, the online toxic is why I don't play online matches if I can't help it. People tend to be less toxic in tournaments than online. And that's why when I stream games on Twitch and I play online games, I want to get people in my, like, that are watching in my community to join, and I would rather just talk to them because I know I'm going to have a good time and everything, and it's all like heartless banter and like just banter pretty much.
Pretty.
Ark quickly says, sorry James, I'll just go into the chat quick and then we'll go into your conclusion. Ark says that's a good point. The only warning you ever get is online play is not rated by the ESRB, which is very true. I think maybe it should be rated because think about it. Online play is almost adult only, and that would pull it off shelves. That is a very, very good point right there.
That makes sense, yeah.
And it's like, it's not rated. I feel like, the game itself, the rating system is great. The rating system is fine. Online, I think there should be. I think we need some like age rates for the online aspect of games. I think that should put into place, because then if parents see, like, if people see this game is like it's teen for teens. That's great. Online rating M for mature. Okay, so I will not let my teenager play online on this because it's pretty bad until he grows up and until he's old enough. So
yeah,
I think that should be good. James, what about your conclusion?
My conclusion, shouldn't be improved. There's not really much you can do to improve, but if I do believe, as Controller Tape has said as well, if your kids do want to play it and you're happy for them, just as long as you actually are there physically when they're playing it and sort of guide them through it, then there's not really much else that you can do to improve it. And as long as they know the difference between good and bad, and what's real and what's not, then I think you could probably get a lot more people to get themselves better educated with regards to games. Yeah. But it definitely can't. I don't think it can be improved, if I'm honest, because they're pretty much set standards of what they are.
I agree. Yeah, they've done all they can, to pretty much put the rating on the case. It's like, it's just when people buy the games, they got to look at it. If they buy them for their child, then they need to be ready. If they do buy it for their child, even though it is a mature content of it, they need to understand that they're sort of they will be part of the reason of if it goes wrong for them, that they have to accept responsibility. Exactly. Totally agree on that. Tamani God just came in. Hello, sir. Tally ho to you. It's not quite AO, but it feels damn close at times. Yep. Adult only, but I agree. Not quite adult only, but it does feel close when you play online with some people. And Nick Rex as well has come in. Tally ho to you, good sir. We hope you're yourself. Yes, came in at an interesting time, he says. Yes, she did. This is the thing with the Tally Ho Show. Yes, we do this for fun. We do this for entertainment, to, bring laughter and joy, for you guys and for us as well, because we enjoy doing this. We enjoy entertaining you guys. But there are going to be times with topics that we're going to have to do these subjects, because it has to be said. It has to be said. We can't, we can't just be going like all like the random, crazy, funny topics. There are times, if something happens in the gaming industry that has, that people want to put their 2 cents in, guaranteed, we're going to have to do a topic about it. And as everyone has got a right to say what they want to feel. Exactly. And it's like, as we've said many times on this show, you can have a totally different opinion with what me and James talk about. And there are times that probably me and James are going to clash on stuff as well. The thing is as well that we, at the Tally Ho Show, respect your opinion. We respect everyone's opinion. And, you know, it's like, because everyone's different in the world. Everyone is totally different in the world. And if you have an opinion about something, and we have a different opinion about something, it's great. Let's have a wholehearted discussion about it and, you know, just come out going like, I respect what you say.
Definitely. Okay, I think we have talked long enough, Andy. So, do you think these fine-looking people deserve to have some music?
Ooh, some music? I think, yeah. I think we do. SJ, oh, going on. SJ says, I mean, I do want to play online, but can't stand buggers, braggers, or kids. Yep. I think most people just ignore the ratings. Losted says, and Controller Tape Art says, stores don't, I think, hate speech qualifies as adult only. Yeah, no, I agree on that. That is true. It does go. But yes, I think...
Thank you for the mute button. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, thank God for praise RNG-bus for the mute button. Anyway, yes,
okay.
I think we should play a game. James, you've got your songs picking, don't we?
Yeah, so because the first topic was mine, we're going to go on to songs that I have picked. So we are going to start off from 2 games. One of them recently has just come back out onto the iOS, which is and Android, originally onto the Nintendo DS and Method as well, as we mentioned it a lot during our previous episode, so I'm so glad I can actually bring it in. And finally, a second one would be from another PlayStation 2 game, which I still love playing to this game, but I can never get a chance to because I don't have a PS2 emulator. But, so, we're going to start things off with Pursuit from the game Ace Attorney Investigations. And you are listening in to the Tally Ho Show with me, James.
And me, Andy.
And we shall be back in just a couple of seconds.
Andy and James are trained professionals. Do not attempt anything you hear in the Tally Ho show by yourself.
And so, the journey continues. Step forth, brave warrior, for you must fight to take the ultimate title this universe has ever known. King or Queen of the Throne of Games. And welcome back, everyone, to the Tally Ho Show. So I hope you enjoyed those songs. As I say, those were James's picks. What we had on was from Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Roses. That was versus Henry Tudor, the 7th. That was versus Yugi. And then from Ace Attorney Investigations, that was Pursuit. I believe there was a Pursuit Lying Coldly. So very good tunes in there. Very good tunes indeed, good sir. It is now time for, you guessed it, it's the Throne of Games, where we have two fierce competitors in the gaming universe duking it out to become the king or queen of the Throne of Games. If you are new to the show and you're thinking to yourself, what the bloody hell is the Throne of Games? Well, the Throne of Games, as I say, me, myself, and James pick two video game characters from the gaming universe. We then put them together. We then have a fisticuffs, so to say why we picked our character and why we think they should be selected for the Throne of Games. It's going to be a little bit different now, actually, because before we talked about the pros and cons of our said characters. But after last episode, where we had Mr. Kevin Eva from Last Minute Continue come onto the show, and he totally
humiliated Sonic, I might add.
Humiliated Sonic and roasted me completely. We've had a discussion about it. We think we're going to keep that. So, you know, we're going to talk about the good things of our characters. But then, let's say, for example, James comes in, because he has to talk about knights. Because, as I say, Kev used knights, and knights is now our new king/queen of the Throne of Games. So James now has to defend Knights. So James could go on, start talking about how great Knights is. I could then just come in, like, all of a sudden, go Phoenix Wright and go, objection! And then start talking smack about Knights. Which is going to be bloody hard to do, because I love Knights. I love Knights. So it's gonna hurt me to do it, but...
There you go, ladies and gentlemen, you heard him yourself. He likes Knights, so vote for Knights.
Shut up.
Sorry, we
haven't started yet, damn it.
Hey, you've already given away that you like Knights, so well, just saying.
You just wait until I get my character out, alright? Alright?
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, so yeah, pretty much that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be duking it out. We're going to be going with, you know, if James goes for Knight something, I could then come up and start saying some cons about Knight, so to say. and so on with my new character. I could talk about how great my character is. James could then come in and start giving cons as well. At the end of our discussions of our two said characters, we're then going to have 1 minute to discuss why you should vote for our said character to be the next king/queen of the Throne of Games. The voting poll will then be open, you guys will then vote, and then at the end of the show, the character with the most votes will be crowned new king or current king/queen of the Throne of Games. So, after you, sir.
It's a bit odd because Knights is not really a king or a queen, so we're not really too sure what to say for him.
That's to say, because Knights is genderless.
Yes,
Knights is male and female, so that's why we say king/queen. Our current king/queen. So, indeed. Strauss has just jumped into the chat with a Yu-Gi-Oh emote.
I do love the Yu-Gi-Oh emote, that looks awesome. But I think I do hear a couple of walls smashing through.
Oh,
and
God.
everything. Oh, for God's sake, Edge is here.
Yeah, Edge is here. Right, that's the end of the show, guys. Thanks. Goodbye.
Edge, you're paying for those repair bills.
He never bloody pays for the repair bills. He's like, he changes it.
Until we get to the final episode, I will make sure he pays for those repair bills.
Please do, because I got thousands and thousands of dollars of debt because of all the loans I've had to fork out for this bloody place. Damn it, Edge. Love you really, man. How are you? Tally-ho. Goodness gracious.
Okay, so, Andy.
Yes.
I'm probably going to regret asking this next question, but as we all know, Knight 1 took the crown of Sonic the Hedgehog on our last episode, but as always, his throne is not safe. He has a new competitor who will be deciding to try and take the Throne of Games. So, Andy, tell us, and for the rest of the audience, who is the next competitor?
The next competitor for the Throne of Games. I told you that I'll be bringing out the big guns, and this character has 4 guns to be exact. My character is Bayonetta.
Okay. I'm looking forward to this.
Alright. So Bayonetta, she's badass. She's an Umbra Witch, which is even more badass. And, made by Platinum Games. And just a game, pretty much it's similar to Devil May Cry in a way with the style. And I first played Bayonetta back on the PS3 and absolutely loved it. The style of the game, the controlling, the fighting mechanics and everything. It just worked so well. So well. And the character as well, Bayonetta herself, she's just so very sassy. She's just so she's just even when there's trouble right in her face, she's just nah, our girlfriend. That's pretty much and she just pretty much just shoots you in the face with her guns, whether it be guns in her hands or guns on her feet. And she's made a sequel, Bayonetta 2, which was very, very good. I've seen a whole playthrough of it. I haven't played it myself, but I've seen the playthrough. The story aspect is absolutely tremendous in that game. Now we're getting Bayonetta 3 coming out onto the Switch, which is very, very exciting news. I'm very excited by that as well, so looking forward to actually getting Bayonetta 3. And she's on Smash. She's on Super Smash Bros. Because people voted, because she was the people's choice. She is the people's champion. She is the people's champion on Super Smash Bros. And yeah, she's just, she's one of my top 3 favorite female characters of all time. She's just so brilliant, so badass, so sassy. Just love her. I just love her. Just love her personality in a way. And I think she should be the next queen of the Throne of Games.
Well, I wouldn't mind the fact that we've got a female as our queen of the Throne of Games. Don't get me wrong. Why did you pick Bayonetta? Don't get me wrong. She's a great. She looks like a great character, but her games have not been as great as they think. And also, the size of her legs probably dwarf her entire body. You can probably get 2 of her legs, just basically up and above her own legs. There's no one who should have legs that huge. Secondly, why would you have guns in your shoes? That's the worst place to have them.
Are you dissing tall females, James? Is that what you're trying to say?
That's not dissing tall females. I only diss the ones that have guns as shoes. Because that is not a fashion statement. That's weird.
Hey, Bayonetta's tall. She's got tall legs. You know, there's a lot of guys that like women with long legs.
Are you speaking from experience by any chance?
Well, we don't want to go into a rated M for mature show. Anyway,
that's all I need to say.
Moving on. But it works. She works it. She works it with her height, with, you know, how tall her legs are. We're going to go into a debate of how tall her legs are, aren't we? Goodness. But the thing where you say, like, she has guns in her feet. Yes, it works. Because it's like, she could be shooting up bad guys in the air. And then all of a sudden, here comes an enemy, like, going up the top of her. She runs out of bullets for her guns in her hands. What does she do? Freaking somersault. Bang. Shoot from her feet. Oh, so amazing. So cool.
How are you supposed to change those, though? Because, I mean, she must have to take those shoes off every night when she goes to bed. So you have to be extremely careful not to blow her just by taking off her shoes. Because I can't remember where a mini game in Bayonetta where you have to gently take up your shoe, and if you don't put, like, X correctly, bang, game over.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what would happen, like, on Bayonetta's day off. I don't know, there might be an animated YouTube video on it or somewhere. What does Bayonetta do on her day off? Like, takes off her shoes. Yes, and just the gun just shoots out uncontrollably. But the thing is, though, that you can do special combos with the guns on her feet. Like, you could just all of a sudden, like, you could press a button, enemies are swarming around you in a circle. You could just all of a sudden, like, she goes on her back, and then she's pretty much just, like, doing, like, leg work, but with that leg work, she's just firing bullets at people. And she's doing, like, acrobatic gymnastic, like, tricks and something. It's just, she's just so badass. She, like, kills enemies with style. That's what I have to say. She kills enemies with style, and that's why she is great, she is amazing, and that is why I think she should be the next queen of the throne of games. Also, her hair is gorgeous. Her hair is gorgeous in the first Bayonetta. Yeah, Bayonetta 2, chop off her hair, but she still works it. She bloody does. I'm interested to see what's going to happen on Bayonetta 3. Are they going to, like, get her hair back to the original length that she had in the first Bayonetta, or are they going to keep it as what it is in Bayonetta 2? Either way, she works it, whether she has long hair or short hair.
The fact that part of your argument is the fact that she has great hair. She might as well just be in the Head and Shoulders camp. To be honest, I'd love to see just Bayonetta just shooting her guns in the cooking shower. Because I'm worth it from L'Oreal.
Because
and I'm
yeah, but you do, yeah, with her hair as well. You know, that's a good. With her climaxes, with her ultimate climaxes. You know, she does like some freaky stuff. And all of a sudden, her hair just goes. She then gets semi-naked, and then her hair just pretty much like covers her up, and then she just makes this humongous beast. Like, she can make a raven, she can make like a tiger, she can make a dragon, whatever. Like, and she just beats the crap out of the bad guys. It's like so good, so good. But that's
Dude, if I wanted to play again with a barely dressed woman wielding deadly weapons, I would have just played Mortal Kombat.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Finish him. and all that stuff.
There you go. We can always, you can put her into. You can always try and get her into a Mortal Kombat game. I'd love to see that.
I mean, you got her in Smash. I mean, it'd be pretty interesting to see her in a Soul Calibur game, to be honest. I wouldn't mind seeing Bayonetta in a Soul Calibur game. That would be pretty badass.
Well, they've got what's his name from The Witcher? He's now in Soul Calibur the next game.
That is true. That is true. I'm very excited by that. It'll be interesting to see how that pans out. So yeah, okay, that's my topic discussion. That is the competitor for the Throne of Games for this week. It's Bayonetta. So, James, it's your turn.
Well, what can be said from the last time about Knights? He's now taken over from Sonic the Hedgehog, which I've generally thought.
He/she. Get it right.
It. Let's just say it then.
Okay, cool.
It managed to finally take down Sonic the Hedgehog, which I thought was really happy. The fact that even Kev suggested that the Sonic team actually want to do more with him and her than they would do with Sonic just shows the universal appeal that he's got. And Knights as well, he's been created using Japanese, European, and American stylist to just give himself a universal appeal, where not many games will even attempt it, let alone manage to perfect it like they have done with Knights. And let's face it, he deserves a new, he or she deserves a new game. They've had new games recently, and the next gen console would be the perfect time to bring them back into it. And considering that Sonic has managed to have multiple games, Knights should get another one, easily surpass it. Plus, they can fly without the need of any help, which is always, I'd like to say, you would love to have the ability to fly, wouldn't you, Andy?
I mean, it would be good. It would be nice to have.
Exactly.
It'll save me on freaking plane tickets, that's for sure.
It'll be a bit cold as well. It might take you a bit longer. You have to fly back to Canada and Britain all the time.
Hey, if you can fly at super speeds. You're like Superman, or something like that.
Yeah. But it's just, I love the fact that Knights just looks amazing as well in all of his games. And I think he or she should just remain the first king-queen of the throne of games easily.
2 games. Only 2 games.
Yeah, but you know what they say, 2 games is fine enough because they normally can try and ruin it with the third one. What's that going to do to Bayonetta? They're going to ruin her in the third game easily.
Oh, this is Platinum Games that's making it, mate. They do a bloody good job with, what they make. So I think that Bayonetta 3 is going to be pretty decent, I think. But this is the thing. If Knights did really, if people love Knights and stuff, I'm surprised that Sega are more, more into diving into wanting to make Sonic rather than Knights. It just goes to show pretty much how they care about Knights in a way. And
that's because they don't give Knights a good enough chance. I guarantee you throw Knights into a new next gen console, you will get every single amount of money that I bet they've made from Sonic Mania or even Sonic Forces.
Well, you never know. I mean,
it'll probably even surpass Bayonetta.
Well, come on now. You just have to wait and see, see if it happens or not. But the other thing as well is Knights has 2 games, Knights into Dreams. You also got Christmas Knights as well, and then Knights Journeys of Dreams on the Wii. And then Knights has been in a few cameo appearances. Yeah, she was there. He was the checkered flag holder for Sonic and Sega All Stars Racing, and was a playable character in All Stars Racing Transformed, which is actually amazing to see. I was I'll be honest, I'm very happy that they actually put Knights into the game as a playable character, because I knew the amount of uproar that a lot of people said when they weren't happy that Knights was a playable character in Sonic and Sega All Stars Racing.
See, the amount of people that almost rioted because Knights wasn't in a game, that just shows how much he or she is good for the community.
But she's not the people's champion. Or he/she is not the people... You got me doing it now. He/she, Knights is not the people's champion. Knights is the people's champion. Bayonetta is the people's champion. That's what I should have said.
But was Knights included into this people's champions list?
Well, I don't think so.
See, that's probably why Knights didn't win. If Knights was in it, he or she easily would have become the people's champion, and then you would have nothing on Bayonetta.
We might have to look into this to see if Knights was requested. I think maybe Knights was probably requested by a few people to say put him in Smash. But look at the outcome. Who won? Bayonetta. There you go, case closed. If a character is in Super Smash Bros, you know that said character has made it. It's like Hollywood. Smash Brothers is the Hollywood of the gaming industry. If your video game character is in Super Smash Bros, the chances are they've made it to the big leagues. I'm just saying.
Andy?
Yeah.
Where's Mewtwo?
Mewtwo made it already in the game. It doesn't matter.
He was taken out.
It doesn't.
Even though he should have stayed in, so forth. Bayonetta could easily just been forgotten, lost to time afterwards.
I didn't say like a specific, like in any of the gaming series, even if it's just a one-off. If your character has made it, like Solid Snake, for example. Snake. He's in Brawl. He's not in like Smash Brothers for Wii U. I mean, it would have been nice if he did go back into Smash Bros. Wii U, because he was a pretty decent player to play in Brawl. But he got in there, made it to the big leagues. You got Wolf. Wolf from Star Fox. He was in Brawl. He's not in Wii U. He's not in the Wii U version. Great character.
No, apparently Wolf has now been replaced by Bayonetta.
Well.
So, a person you like has been replaced by a current competitor for the Throne of Games. How does that make you feel, Andy?
Well, I mean, I like Wolf. I like Bayonetta. I like both characters. So it's like I'm happy. But I'm just saying that in any game, even if the character isn't one-off, I just say that they've made it. I mean, because chances are the new Smash Brothers game that's coming out on the Switch, guarantee probably we're not probably gonna see Bayonetta. We're probably not gonna see Cloud. That was also put into the game as well. If it's a port, then yeah, we probably will. But I guarantee that the Super Smash Bros. Game for the Switch is going to be a brand new game. We're probably not going to see the characters that have been added on into the Wii U 3DS version. So, it's a one-off. It's a one-off, most probably. But I'm happy that she got in.
But for how long is the main question?
We'll just have to wait and see when the game gets released.
Looks like we'll have to.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've basically explained for myself for Knights, and you've now explained yourself for Bayonetta. So I believe it's time we moved on to that for our 1 minute in order to sweeten the deal. Do you believe, Andy?
I believe so. So am I going to be going first? Because I am the competitor. I will get my stopwatch ready for you. So I'll just get that ready quickly. Stopwatch. Perfect. Okay. So let me know when you're ready, and I will jump on in.
Okay, you shall start. So, for 1 minute, explain to our audience why Bayonetta should be our new Queen of the Throne of Games. You have 1 minute starting, and now.
Bayonetta, when she was first introduced into the gaming scene by Platinum Games, it was something of an experience, so to say. Experience for me with the character, the other characters in the game, and the storyline, the controls, just the way she deals with danger. She is just badass, sassy, just so cool as all hell. And she's just I think she would work it. She would work it being the Queen of the Throne of Games. This is I would say. And even, Bayonetta 2, they did a few tweaks. She has really good luscious hair, but then she got her hair cut. But, she still works it. She has a great physique. She has 4 guns, 2 in her hands, 2 in her feet, which works out tremendously. She's just all around badass character, and she's just amazing. And she's in Smash. What more can be said about that? She's in Super Smash Bros. In the Wii U 3DS. She should be Queen of the Front of Games. You went over here a minute, so that's why I had to do my static thing to stop people from listening to us. Stop now! Edge says The Rock is the people's champion. That is true. That is true.
Yes, he is.
Rock is the people's champion if you smell what he's cooking. Do you smell what Bayonetta is cooking?
Yeah, smoke. One of us just blew just accidentally shot her own guns off herself.
Ha ha.
Because she's picking up her shoes.
Ha ha ha. Very funny. Okay, anyway.
Yeah,
James. Knights. Your 1 minute starts. And now.
Well, Knight is our new champion, so I believe that he should get rid of it. She deserves to spend more time onto the Throne of Games. And to be honest, Knight is the epitome of Sega. She looks fantastic. It's got a universal appeal. Everybody wants Knight to come back into the realm. And I think now is the best time ever for her and him to finally come back onto the big stage. Yes, Bayonetta may be in Smash Bros. But I guarantee you, if Knight was in it, he would definitely have got first choice into it himself. He's an amazing character. He's brilliant. His design is perfectly. And he's just got so many great abilities. That is why I believe Knight should remain as our champion for now until the end of this series if needs be. He can fly, he deserves a new game, he was brilliant, he can do lots of other fantastic stuff. There's nothing else really I can say that hasn't already been said. He's fantastic, she's brilliant, that is why she deserves to be our current champion of the Throne Games.
Went a minute over, or a second over.
Compared to you, I think I'll count that as a win.
Whatever. So there you go, guys. That is the discussion. That was actually pretty good. I actually like that in a way. How do you feel that went?
Yeah, pretty good actually. We definitely need to do that, I think.
Yeah, I think that works tremendously well. So guys, there is the voting poll. So you get to decide now who would you like to see be crowned? Would you like to see Knights continue his or her reign as King/Queen of the Front Games, or would you like to see Queen Bayonetta as, you know, taking the throne of games and working it so well? I'm just saying right there.
I'm sure you are, mate. I'm sure you are.
Yes. J10 says, just to annoy Viper, I'm voting Bayonetta. There you go.
J10, why would you do this to me?
There you go. So yeah, guys, as I say, you get to decide right now. Vote away. And at the end of the show, the character with the most votes will be crowned as the current King/Queen or the new Queen of the Throne of Games. So I think it's now time to get on and play some more music. Do you think that's a great idea, James?
I think it's an absolutely spiffing idea. And I believe it is now your turn to pick our songs for today.
It is indeed. I'm just grabbing the songs right here, right now. Perfect. So what we're going to have on for my music batch, we're going to kick things off with G Police 2. It's Weapons of Justice. Weapons of Justice. So yes, I hope you look forward to that. And as I say, guys, you're listening in to the Tally Ho Show with me, Andy.
And with me, James.
And until these songs, so enjoy these songs, that's what we've got to say. And we will be back in just a little bit.
Hello, welcome back to the Tally Ho Show with me, James and Andy. So, those songs we just had was Martial Law from Infamous Second Son and Weapons of Justice from G Police 2. Now, we hope you all are enjoying the show so far. We are now moving on to our second topic, which this one is now courtesy of Mr. Andy. So, I'll let him introduce our second topic. And feel free to discuss what you believe about it in the comments below. So, Mr. Andy, what is the second topic we're going to be covering for today?
Yes, so our second topic, I gotta say, by the way, guys, if you would like to say, as we did for the first topic, you can, your opinions matter as well, so feel free to, talk about them in the chat. And if you're listening to this on the podcast, send us a message. Send us a message regarding about some of the past shows. Let us know what your opinions are as well. You can do so by sending us a message on Facebook, facebook.com/The Tally Ho Show. Also send us an email if you would like to regarding about some of our past topics, thetallyhoshow@gmail.com. And the second topic is going to be, so we talked about sports games, video game sports games on the last episode, but I want to delve more into that, so to say, because we had the Winter Olympic and Winter Paralympic Games that happened in South Korea. So I want to talk more a bit about the Olympic Games. So my second topic is memories of the Olympic game video games, best/worst moments. So, there's multiple Olympic video games on many platforms, many platforms. And I'm sure, myself, James, and all of you guys listening in as well, have had some really good and really bad memories with playing those said games. So, James, I'm passing the baton over to you, sir. What memories do you have playing Olympic video games? And do you have any, best/worst moments on that at all?
Well, before I even start, did you just say, pass the baton over to me? Was that supposed to be a bit of a joke?
Well, maybe. If it was summer, well, yes, yeah, it's true. It was. I just,
in that case,
I did it, but I didn't twig. I was like, oh yeah, shit.
Well, if it was a joke, then sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to do this.
Well then. Edge is like,
anyway, let's move on.
Wait, he made a pun? Boo, Edge says.
Yes, that makes a complete sense, Edge. But best Olympic game memory. To be honest, I haven't really played many Olympic games. The ones I have played, though, have been really good. But I've mostly liked playing the Sonic and Mario in the Olympic Games because they were they just were really awesome. And I loved every single minute playing them. Although, especially with the Wii Remote as well, it's like, come on! And then end up throwing your Wii Remote at the TV.
Yes, because you forgot to put the strap on or something like that. And it's just frantically running, and then the controller slips out your hand and smashes the TV. It's like, oh, damn.
The safety strap was holding me back, damn it.
Everyone says that. It's people are say you have to put the safety strap on because of this, and people are like, nope, sod that. It's and then they blame Nintendo. You broke my TV. Did you put your safety strap on? No. There's your problem.
Damn, that was the problem. But
yes.
There was a great bit that I liked during Sonic. I think it was Sonic and Mario in the Winter Olympic Games. Not the South Korea one, but the previous one they had. I think it was
the Sochi Winter Olympics.
The Sochi one, yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah.
But there was a bit where you could go snowboarding down one of dream events down snowboarding. I remember having me and a couple of my mates, because I made them all meets up, so I put them all together as a team. And I managed to get them all the way down, and then I finally unlocked the supersonic. For ages, I was trying to get the supersonic costume that you could get, and I managed to get myself into it, and I had so much fun just going all the Olympic events just dressed up as supersonic.
Oh my god. It was everybody's supersonic snowboarding.
It was awesome. I loved that every single day. I played it about 3 times in a row because I loved going down it.
Oh, nice. I think I never, because I remember playing Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, the Beijing one. So I played that a lot. I actually enjoyed it. I enjoyed the fact that you can, like, you know, not only play as your favorite Sonic or Mario character, but also use your Mii as well to play in. So it was actually quite fun, actually. You were doing, like, the Olympic mode, and it's just like, look, there's my Mii walking with Sonic, Mario, Bowser, and everyone, and he's got the gold medal because he's great. and then I think to myself, man, you know, my real life, I can't do that. So it's just like my virtual Mii character is like the fastest and greatest Olympian that ever existed, and then in real life I'm like, no.
I was exactly the same when it comes to the Winter Olympics. It was the case of, yes, look at my person. He's fantastic at figure skating. He's awesome at snowboarding. He's amazing at every single event. And then when I go snowboarding for real, I end up falling over and basically almost breaking my wrist. Because that was fun.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, yep, I've just got to this point now where I thought, you know what, maybe the Winter Olympics isn't for me. I'll just play it on computer games.
I'll just play it on a video game and then feel like a sense of accomplishment when I get a gold medal.
Hey, those bloody things are hard, so that is a definite sense of accomplishment.
That is true. Jinjos has just jumped into the chat. He's like, British Eddie Boo. Hello, Jinjos. Tally ho to you, sir. Hopefully you're well. SJ actually says 2 memories from me. Getting a perfect round in skeet shooting on Hypersports for the ZX Spectrum. Super retro there, ZX Spectrum. And being really good at the London Olympic video games. Oh, I remember that. So I think we also talked about on the last episode, James, like Beijing 2008, and Mr. Kevin Eva, you know, slowly saying like, yeah, I helped make that game.
Yeah.
You have some fond memories on Beijing 2008?
Yeah, I've got a lot of fond memories. That what first introduced me into like the Sonic and Mario sort of crossover. And I did love it. The bit that really annoyed me though was because they always had like different characters, but you had their missions that you had to accomplish. And one of them was you had to beat your rival. The last mission for Sonic the Hedgehog was to beat your rival Sonic at 100-meter sprint.
Oh yeah,
and I'm just there going, 100-meter sprint almost means nothing. All we're going to do is get myself ready and I'll blast myself to victory. I think I lost count about after 25 and in regards to attempts I took to try and beat him.
Yeah, I remember.
Because you needed the perfect start. You needed to go literally as it said, go. And then you had to pretty much run your up so much to the point where I felt like being dislocated. I was like, come on, need this victory. Oh God, my arms, but I need this victory. I can imagine he was the fastest. I can imagine why he said Sonic is the fastest person in existence when it comes to video games and the Sonic universe. But it's so bloody hard.
You see, I get that because I know that mission very, very well because it took me multiple tries to try and beat it like perfectly. So I know exactly how you feel, and I remember the pain of doing that very, very well.
Oh, that was so much pain doing it, but I love the going into the Dream event as well. The fact they took their own little thing, and my favourite event out of all of it was the Dream ice skate figure skating. That you had in the Winter Olympic Games, and you had the Sonic or the Mario level. And the Sonic one, you'd end up like doing figure skating while you collected the Chaos Emerald, and then you go into and then you'd fight off against Chaos. And then you do like your little things. Then right at the end, as it 12s, you can just see Chaos exploding in the background. And then finish, bang! And I thought that was awesome. I loved that.
Oh man. The one thing also with Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games of Beijing, I did like the Dream event. I did like the races that you do in the game. So you know, it's not like the sprint, but it's actually like you're running, but you're like running in like a race course, and you're trying to dodge obstacles, and you've got items that you can throw like shells and everything. It's kind of just like
it was Mario Kart on legs, wasn't it?
Pretty much Mario Kart on legs, featuring Sonic, Sonic and Co. So that was a lot of fun. Like awesome. The awesome gamers just jumped into the chat. Hello there, sir. Tally ho to you. Hopefully you're having a very, very good day. Thanks so much for coming by and listening to the show. For me, like for Olympic Games, Beijing 2008, like the actual like official Beijing 2008 game. I know that very well because of the amount of times I had blisters on my palm of my hands trying to run the 400 meters, trying to get the gold medal. And I'm just like, it's like Mario Party with like the spinny games with the control stick. It was that same feeling. I'm like, this is hurting my hand so bad, but I want the gold medal. Please, for the love of God, end my life quickly.
Oh, please, for the love of God, let this level finish. I don't have to do it. Oh, God, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, and you fail. You got to do it again. But the official Olympic Games were a lot of fun. I played, like, say, SJ played a lot of the London 2012 Olympic Games. I played a lot of London 2012 Olympic Games, and I'm so glad that with the sprinting they changed the style of the game, because no longer it was like using the control stick to run as quickly as you can. You had to, like, I think it was like button mashing. But especially with like the 400 or the 400 meter runs relays, you have to press, like, repeatedly press the A button, but you have to stop, because if you keep doing it, you're gonna burn out your character, and then that's it. You've just lost it. So you have to like time it like every time, like in order to. So it's like, even though you might take a break and then 3 players like beat you, but then once you have enough stamina, you can just keep going and you can like overtake them again. So it's like it's like very strategic. I remember that one. And also the synchronized diving games, which is like you pick a move that you want to pick a trick that you want to do, and as soon as your character jumps, it's like slow motion, and then it's like you have to like spin like the control sticks in the bars in order to get like that perfect like trick, and then you have to try and like straighten your character up, so then when they go into the water, they don't make a big splash. So it's like, it's very strategic, and you know, those types of games I really like. Also the do you remember the weightlifting game?
I remember the weightlifting game, yeah.
Jesus Christ, I remember that. What was it we had to do again? I think we had to like furiously like button mash, and then you had to like hold both the control sticks and try and keep like your player straight. Because it's like he's holding it up. He
started leaning left and right, didn't he? So you had to sort of like, even just a tiny bit to the left, where he could like absolutely lose it to the left. You go, a little bit to the right, a little bit to the right. Come on, I'm putting the control stick is all the way to the right. Why are you going right? And at that point, you just realise, oh, he's going, isn't he? He's going. Bang! Fail.
Or I just love it when you just give him like the tiniest little weight, and he does it. And he pulls down, and you just see the sense of achievement in his face, like, yeah, I did it. It's like, I'm the greatest. It's like, it's the lowest like weight, mate. Just seeing the computer character just like so happy that he actually lifted, I don't know, like 1 kg or something like that.
I love the fact that he turned around and went, yes, I did it. I'm the greatest. I did it. Yeah, dude, we helped you. Okay, just letting you know that right now. You're just a character. Okay, we did all the work.
Yeah, we did all the work for you, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, another memory, SJ says, enjoying Athlete Kings Decathlete on Saturn. Oh, see, I've never played an Olympic game on the Saturn or Dreamcast. I played it on the Mega Drive Genesis. That was I forget which game it was. But here's one memory for you. You know, so I got when I was a kid the 1998 Winter Olympic Games on the N64. Hang on, let me just find it because I've got it somewhere.
Shall we play some elevator music while you're going away, Andy?
What's that?
Shall we play some elevator music while you go away?
No, I found it. Yeah, the Nagano Winter Olympics 98. I actually found this in, I had it on when I was a kid, but I actually found it in like a retro gaming store. So when I found it in the retro gaming store in Vancouver, I was like, yes, I got to buy this, because I remember playing this game to death. It was such a good Olympic game, such a good Olympic Winter Games. And I remember the speed skating. So when I was a kid, I got my first major home console, which was the Nintendo 64. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And one of the games I got was the Winter Olympics of 98. And I played speed skating with my gran. Now, she...
I'm hoping this was actually on the computer, not speed skating with your gran in real life, because I'm pretty sure that's an unfair advantage straight away.
No, it was speed skating on the N64. It was that. So who did I pick? Now, me being a kid, I picked United States of America because that was the first pick you could go for, and I just went like, just get straight into the game. United States of America, that'll do, that's fine. She picked Denmark because she liked the style of like the suit that the guy wore. She's like, oh, it's very nice, she said. I said, hey, that's fine, go with that. So we did like the long speed skate. Here's me, I think I was like 9-10 years old, furiously pressing L, R, trying to win. I was like miles ahead. One problem though, I ran out of stamina at the 3/4 of the try. 3/4 of the try. I was like, my character was like so exhausted. He was just like, I can't do this anymore. It's like, I'm too tired. All of a sudden, here comes my gran. Here comes Denmark. She's just like, L, R, keeping the stamina. So great. Here she comes, like, just sort of, it was just like, like those things where you have, like, people, like going outside for a morning run, like, they're trying, like, desperately to, like, or, like, going for a cycle. And they're going, like, really, really fast, because it's like, oh, yeah, they're, like, in the Tour de France or something like that. And then someone that's just leisurely, like, riding the bike just goes past them and goes, morning, and then just rides off. That's what happened. That's what happened with me and my gran. I was 3/4 of the try. I was exhausted. Here comes my gran. She's like leisurely skates past me and wins and takes the gold medal. I got beat by my gran on speed skating. And she's like, oh, did I win? Oh, I won the gold medal. I went, yeah, gran, congrats. And I came last on the time because I was still so exhausted.
Is that good? What the hell?
I was like, yeah, I knew I lost anyway, so I was just like, well, what can you do? What can you do? There's like,
oh, that's funny.
Goodness. Edgehead says, traitor revokes British man's Britishness. I'm sorry. I was like 8-9 years old at the time, and the United States of America was the first team that got picked. I mean, I did pick Great Britain when I realised, I'm like, oh, look, I can pick other countries. So I picked Great Britain. Although it's funny, if you do the ski jump, if you failed the ski jump on Nagano Winter Olympics '98, each participant has a different like scream. So the United States of America, the guy just goes ooh. Canada goes ah, and Britain, I think he just goes ugh. Australia has the most blood gurgling scream. It's like, as soon as he screws up, you just hear a, ah! I'm just like, my 10-year-old self's like, what the hell? I screwed it up.
Did he just die?
Yeah, it's like the Australian just all of a sudden screaming for his life. I was like, oh my god, I killed him. That freaked me out. That freaked me out as a kid. Also, curling's on that game. Jesus, I mean, I never understood curling, so I kept losing all the time, but now I know curling. Once I start playing this game, I'm going to get gold medal in curling. You just wait. It's going to be great.
I'd love to see you get gold medal in curling.
Or you're just going to hear me start screaming, hard! Scrape the ice quickly. Like...
Go! You're actually going to be making the sound effects all the way through as well.
Yeah, I'm just going to start screaming hard when I'm playing the game.
I really hope you do put down, though, you are playing kind of hard. A lot of people come in this stream before you thinking, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, I just jump in the stream when they hear me go, it's hard. It's like, what? Okay, this is too innocent. I'm too innocent for this. Leave the stream. Twitch
stream will be looking at you going, yeah, we've had some complaints about you. Oh, no, it's not that.
Sorry, I was playing curling. It's like, sorry, bud. Do you have any like interesting like moments with playing an Olympic game, James?
Not as much, really. That was your interesting moment playing that. I think it was a case of There was a bit in Portsmouth where they had the Slinger Tower once, and they had the Summer Olympics on there. And there were these like kids there playing, and they were saying, "Does anyone else want to challenge to become a competitor?" And by that time, I'd actually played it, so I knew exactly what was going on. So I thought, "Yeah, I've got this. You know what?" So I went in. I went, "Yeah, come on, I'll have a go." I went, "Okay, we have a new challenger. Are you ready?" I went, "Yep, I'm ready. I'm ready." He goes, "Okay, on your marks, get set, go!" And I started off really well, and all of a sudden, ran, and it just slowly started walking. I was like, "Wait, what are you doing? What?" And I was like, really furiously just moving our arms back and forth, going, "Why aren't you running?" But he's not. He's walking, and everyone else overtakes me. And he goes, "Oh, terribly sorry, and looks like you lose." I was about to say, and I just looked at it, going, "What the hell is wrong with these controls?" I left, and then someone else took over. It turns out the batteries were dying.
Oh no!
So they just weren't working. So by the time, I just got humiliated because my controllers weren't working.
You got totally humiliated because the fact the controller died. But the guy was just like, "Hard luck, man. You gave it your best shot. I was walking the entire bloody time."
How was that working? How was I doing my best for this?
Like, what the heck, man? That's totally. You should have written a formal complaint.
I should have done, but at the end,
you're British. You should have done.
No. I would have written an angry letter.
Angry letter. Oh yeah, sorry, my bad. Sorry, Canadians write a formal complaint.
Yeah, we write angry letters.
Yes, indeed. And then the crap gets done. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, I think that's like Winter Olympics for me, definitely. Beijing 2008 with the palm. That's definitely it. London 2012. Did you play a little bit of London 2012?
A little bit, but not as much as I wanted to, if I'm honest.
Which game did you play when it had like the with the character walking in Portsmouth? Was that 2008 or was that 2012?
I think that was 2012.
Oh, that was 2012. Oh yeah, because if it was the if it was 2008, yeah, you'd probably burn your palm during the process, get humiliated, and you may need to go to A&E at the same time.
A&E afterwards. Yeah. They probably would have had a look and go, "Okay, so what's your for God's sake? You've been playing the game, haven't you? How can you tell?" Just smoke coming out of your hand, of your palm.
No, on that day, pretty much, it's a case of like, "Hello there, sir. How can I help?" "Oh God, Bill, we got another one." "Yeah, they've been playing that London 2012 game again. I know, it's stupid. I told them it shouldn't happen." It's exactly what it is. It's pretty much what would probably been the case.
No, but Christ's sake, not again!
It's like every time, it's like, "You're like the 30th person we've had today." with a burnt palm.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Strata actually sends a message saying playing. So this is it. It's what was he about? Oh yes, for Mario and Sonic 2012. He says playing in the final of the football event on Mario and Sonic at the London 2012 Olympic Games with a team of Waluigi, Luigi, Shadow and Knuckles was 2-0 down at the end of the first half. Pulled off a comeback in the second half. Won 6-2 in the end.
Impressive.
Very impressive. That's always like a big sense of achievement when you're like playing a game like that, and and it's also like if you're playing ice hockey. I think it was like kind of happened to me, but it wasn't like a big score. But I was playing like ice hockey in the Sochi game with a friend of mine. Yeah, he was winning like 3-0, and then I think I beat him like 4-3. But it was like that was very intense. But yeah, no, it's like playing a game like that where you're like losing in the first half, and then all of a sudden like you have like a major comeback. It's just like you put the controller down, and you have like this sense of like awesomeness that's just coming off you. It's like yes, I know.
It's like, yeah, you know what? This is not getting any better now.
Yeah, it's like I'm probably not gonna have any like more awesome like this in a long time. So I'm just gonna sink it, like just gonna like take it in. Take it in.
Just enjoy every single moment of this.
Exactly. Oh goodness. So yes. Anyway, as I say, Olympic Games on video games, best and worst moments. So yeah, James, let's say, how do you feel? Like in a conclusion, how do you feel about like Olympic Games in video games, like from past experience? And what would you like? Here's a question: what would you like to see in future Olympic video games if more do get made? I'd say in the future.
It would be quite good. if for the next Olympic Games they included, like, if they had it for the PlayStation and included VR, just imagine going into, just imagine running into like the 400 meters, and just in VR you very much move your like the controllers that you have, like sort of what they did for the same for the Wii remotes. But as you're running, you've got VR, so you can have a look at the entire stadium with everyone next to you. I mean, that'd be awesome, just run like that.
Virtual reality Olympics. That would be... Can you imagine that? If you win like a gold medal and all of a sudden you transition into the podium and you're just...
Yeah, and you can just like press A to go up to the podium. You're like, I'm going to enjoy this A. I'm just going to savor this moment. A. Up you go. You're like, yes, spider!
But you know, it's like virtual reality Olympics, because any normal Olympian, if they win a medal, they take the medal, they shake hands with their, you know, their competitors that came second and third, and they look up to see their flag being lifted up high with the national anthem being played. Virtual reality Olympics, you're up on the podium, you turn around to second and third place, and you start flipping them off like, suck you, buddy! It's like, I can see that happening.
More importantly, you can get away with doing that.
Yes, you can, because it's a game.
Yeah.
I'm just like, who's first? I'm not going to say it.
Oh god, why do I have to say this? Because you have to. Now do it.
Have you got the bleeper ready?
Give me a second, and that bleeper is going to be ready.
Alright, let me know when it's ready, and then I'll do the thing.
Okay, ready.
Because it's kind of like you know, as I say, any normal Olympian would be like very like respective, you know, being on top of the first place podium. Playing virtual reality Olympics, looking at first person, third place, flipping them off, going, "Sucks to be you." Pretty much.
What, you ruined that, beeper?
Well, Edge says so. You're stone cold then. That's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so. Yeah, pretty much. Anyone that wins first place is pretty much stone cold. Oh,
you wanted to say that for a while, haven't you?
What?
Anyone in last place is just...
Oh god, yeah. Can you imagine that? So you have people that are on the podium, and then the people that are like last place or not on the podium, so they have to stand and watch this. It'll be so salty. And you can't skip, you can't go back, you can't quit. You have to watch the ceremony.
That's horrible.
Oh, that's horrible, but I would love to see that in a virtual reality Olympic game. It would be brilliant. You just have everyone just like looking like so angry. It's amazing.
Yes, congratulations. Why are we doing this again?
Indeed. And the Landfisk? The Landfisk has just jumped into the chat. Tally ho to you, sir. How are you? Hope you're well. Thank you for tuning in to the podcast. Hopefully I got your name right. If I didn't, I apologize. I tend to get names wrong because I'm a pro at that. So we're just getting into a conclusion of Olympic games in video games, best and worst moments, and we're just actually talking about how would virtual reality be good for Olympics. So yeah, I'd love to see that happen. That would be, I mean, you never know, sometime in the future would be great. I mean, like to say for me, for a conclusion, you know, it's like I do love Olympic video games, and you know, you kind of had that VR experience if you played London 2012 on the 360 with the Kinect. Granted,
yeah.
I thought it would do it like, because it said Kinect. You can use the Kinect to play it. I initially thought that it's for all the games, but apparently you need to do it on a Kinect party mode, and it's only for the bloody running games, I think, if I recall. So I did do it once, many moons ago, in my first apartment that I owned. Granted, the neighbours below me banged on the ceiling to say, cut that racket out. So I couldn't really play a lot of Kinect games. As usual. Couldn't play a lot of Kinect games, which was a bit sucky. Hence why I then moved into a ground floor apartment, because then I could play Kinect games. Hey, so. But yeah, no, I could agree on that. Maybe, like, say in the future, we've talked a lot about VR in our past shows. And
a lot of it, yeah, I've noticed that.
Yeah,
that's mostly down to me, so I apologise for that.
No, it's fine. You know, it's I enjoy VR a lot, and yeah, no, I say virtual reality Olympics. That'll just be amazing. I'd buy it. I'd buy a VR headset just for that.
Yeah, definitely.
And Edge says, yes, you were keeping me up all night. So you were my neighbour. Wait, you were in the UK? Wait a minute. Are you telling me, Edge, that you've been following me all these years and I didn't even know?
In his defense, that probably would explain why he trashes your apartment.
Oh,
He's just getting...
That would explain it.
Just getting back revenge.
Yeah, fair point. Landfish, it's good. Good, it's fine, and it's pronounced landfish. Landfish. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming by, Landfish. Hopefully you're having a great day, and thank you for tuning into the Tally Ho Show. But yeah, no, as I say, Virtual Reality Olympics. We'd love to see it. Should be very exciting indeed.
Right, get Nintendo on the phone. We are doing this.
Get Nintendo on the phone if they ever do VR. I mean,
Good point, yeah.
Labo. Nintendo Labo Olympics? Hold on.
How would that work?
I don't know. Well, I mean, you could probably build maybe dumb weights or something, and then put 2 Joy-Cons in the weights, and then you could pretend that you're doing weightlifting, or you can maybe build, I don't know, a paddle and do rowing or something like that. I don't know. I'm just you never know what might happen with Nintendo with Labo.
Good point, yeah. They will come out. They will probably bring something else out.
Yes, indeed. Okay, I think it's now time to begin our next music pick. I think that's a good idea. Shall we, James? Shall we just crack on with that?
Yeah, let's go for it. I'd love to.
Also, by the way, guys, yes, for anyone that's just tuned in, we are doing a little game as well called The Throne of Games, where we have 2 video game competitors battling it out to see who is going to be taking over the Throne of Games. We have our current king/queen of the Throne of Games, which is Knights from Nights into Dreams, and our current competitor, which is Bayonetta. So if you would like to vote, please feel free to do so now. We'll be talking a little bit more about it at the end of the show, and we'll be trying to sweeten the deal once again to get your votes in to try and get either Knights or Bayonetta. Knights being James's pick via Kevin from Last Minute Continue from the last week's episode, and my pick Bayonetta to try and get her into the to become the queen of the Throne of Games. So get voting if you haven't done so, guys. And right now, James, what have we got on? What are we going to have next?
So, for our next selection of fantastic music, we're going to start. We've both picked one song each that we're going to pick and play for you guys. So, we're going to start off with my song, and this is from Fur Fighters Viggo's Revenge on the PlayStation 2. This is Saving Juanita. And you are listening to the Tally Ho Show with me, James.
And me, Andy.
And we shall be back momentarily after these music. Sit back, enjoy, and grab yourself a cuppa.
And welcome back, everyone. So, what we had on for those songs, it was a song from James and a song from myself. What we just had for the song from me was from Half-Life, Adrenaline Horror. And then James's pick was Fur Fighters, Viggo's Revenge, Saving Juanita. Oh yes, very catchy music there indeed, sir.
I did love that game. That was probably the only game music that I loved in that entire thing.
I've never heard of that game. It's the same as like when I talked about Frogger 2 earlier on. I've never heard of Fur Fighters. That is like very intrigued by that. So I managed to see a bit of like playthrough footage of it when I was looking for the song, and it actually looks a lot of fun. It's very cartoony, very like, you know, enjoyable to watch. And plus it's animals with guns, so of course it's badass.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Looks very badass.
The fact there's no blood, it's just fur that just goes out from them. And they've each got special abilities as well, which makes it even better.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm going to have to probably pick that up if I see that. Either in a game store or on eBay, you know, wherever I can find it.
You download it on the iPad, so...
Yeah, it could do that, but I might get the original on PS2 actually, just to get like the feel of it. I'm a sucker for physical copies.
No, that's fine, mate. More than happy with that.
I'm a singer. Yeah, so that's all good. All right, so yeah, hopefully you enjoyed those songs. We are now coming on to our third and final topic, and then we will have the Throne of Games results. So this topic, by J10. By the way, guys, as I say, if you would like to send us a gaming topic, any gaming topic that you would like us to talk about, if you're in the chat, type in !tallyho, all one word. You'll get the email address, which is thetallyhoshow@gmail.com. That's all one word, thetallyhoshow@gmail.com. Send us a email with the subject tallyho topic with your said topic, and we may talk about it on a future show. If you listen to this on the podcast via SoundCloud, also via the show descriptions on SoundCloud and on Twitch, we have our email address there, so feel free to click on that, and yeah, you know, just send us one. We may actually talk about it, which is very exciting. We do love having topics from you lovely lot come in, so you know, it's very, very exciting to see when we get new stuff come in. With J10 though, he asks us this: what do you think Sega's next move is with Sonic after how Sonic Forces and Sonic Mania was? So we all know last year we talked about this on the pilot episode. This was the first ever topic that we actually discussed about. We talked about, was 2017 the year of Sonic? We both said no, even though we did enjoy Sonic Mania, and Sonic Forces was hit and miss. But this is pretty much the case now of what is Sega going to do with Sonic now that Mania and Forces has happened? We do know that in the summer we're getting Sonic Mania Plus, and we are getting
Plus?
Yeah, we're getting Sonic Mania Plus, and there's going to be a physical release of the game as well this year.
Ooh, very nice.
And so we're going to be getting some extra content. We're going to be getting, I don't know if you do you know Mighty the Armadillo? Do you remember him?
Yeah, I remember him from Knuckles and the Chaotix.
He is making a return. No,
Okay,
Mighty is
making
making a return. Also, Ray the Squirrel from Sega Sonic the Hedgehog, the arcade game. Both those characters, they were only in like, I think probably like one game. I think, like say Ray in Sega Sonic the Hedgehog and Mighty in Knuckles Chaotix. I might be wrong with Mighty. He might have been in another game. I'm not too sure. If I'm wrong, please let me know. My Sonic knowledge is somewhat okay. But they are making a return to Sonic Mania with Sonic Mania Plus. So this is going to be very interesting to see. J10 says, well, man, I need to go. See you later. All right, J10, take care of yourself. Thanks so much for coming by. Have yourself a great day, sir. But yeah, so we know that Sonic Mania Plus is coming out, but what do you think, James? I'm going to pass it over to you. What do you think Sega's going to be doing next with Sonic, seeing as Mania and Forces went last year?
Well, with the fact that Mania seems to have done a lot better than Forces did in regards to the actual score rating, and considering Mania as well, which is quite good, considering it was a fan-based game as well, wasn't it? It was made by the fans. Yeah, and then Sonic Forces was one made by Sega team, which didn't really do as well as they had hoped.
Yeah.
But I think the next direction will probably be knowing Sonic, they probably might bring out something to do with the All-Stars Racing again, perhaps. They might do something that just sort of split it up in between. Or they may work on something to do with Sonic Boom on the show itself. But there's also the main thing as well, is that Sonic the Hedgehog is getting his own movie coming out soon as well.
That is true. That's true. I'm actually going to tell you as well. I don't know if you know this, James, but there has been a trailer released by Sega and also via the Sonic the Hedgehog Twitter account of a new Sonic racing game being made.
Called it.
Yeah. Now, I don't know if you've seen the trailer. Pretty much the trailer consists of a camcorder recording like pictures of like what looks to be like Sonic's car from All Stars Racing Transformed. And it's just like little snippets of it. And then all you see is like this like shadow of a Sonic emblem. And with like some shadow of like text. And the one letter that illuminates from the name is the letter R. And it is the exact same style of
a Sonic R?
Of the Sonic R logo, the same R. But it does contain Sonic's car. So it's interesting to see because it's like you've got the same logo style as you know, from Sonic R. So I initially thought like, oh my gosh, we're going to be having Sonic R2. Is that what we're going to have? But then you see snippets of the car. And also Sega has said that it is not going to be a tie-in to any other past Sonic racing game. So this isn't going to be a sequel. It's going to be a brand new game. It's going to be a brand new game. So
I didn't know. So we're gonna actually. I thought they would probably do another racing game, but as just like Sonic Transforms 3 or something. But no, they're bringing out Sonic R, so maybe they're trying to do a crossover between the two.
I don't know. It's only like I think a 20-second video, so it's like there's nothing really to go on. So it'll be interesting to see like what happens when we get more information.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, no, as I say, yeah, you said as well, Sonic is going to be getting a new movie coming out. I think that's coming out next year, or is it 2020? I don't know if they pushed it.
I think it's coming out next year, and it's probably going to come out in the same conjunction as the Super Mario movie as well.
Oh, interesting. Oh, yeah, so yeah. Oh, wait, there's a new Super Mario movie coming out?
Oh, yeah, Illumination, the guys who created Minions, they've already confirmed that they're bringing out a Super Mario movie coming out, I think, next year or the year afterwards, but it's going to be... it's actually going to be directed by the guy who actually created Mario. Or one of the same guy, or one of the guys within that organization who's going to do that. So I think the fact that they're going to get the guy who's pretty much brought Mario to where he is now on board to a movie, I think that's probably going to be something decent to look forward to. Interesting. Because I remember you were talking about it on last week's episode when we made that little screw up. Just a wee bit, yeah. But you know, I mean, no, that's interesting to see. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to, like, say, the Sonic movie. Once it does come out, I am buying tickets. I am gonna watch it. It's gonna be. I hope it's gonna be good. I mean, with the cinematics that you see, like Sonic Unleashed. You remember the cinematics with Sonic Unleashed? You could make that into a movie. They have the style to do it. It's brilliant. So, you know, if they do that, like a CGI Sonic movie, I'd definitely be able. I would be very excited by that, 100%. So, but yeah, I say, what? Sorry, I was just looking up the information actually about Super Mario, and yeah, it's being co-produced by Shigeru Miyamoto, the creator of Mario and other iconic Nintendo characters. So he's going to be working on it. So yeah. So that'll be very interesting. It will. That will be very interesting indeed. I'll say, look forward to that. Maybe there might be, like I said in the last episode by accident, maybe there might be a sort of like what Marvel did with a Civil War crossover. Maybe they may get one with Mario and Sonic. You never know what might happen with the future. So I mean that would be interesting to see if you see like a crossover between Mario and Sonic in a movie. I mean, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. We'll see what the future brings on that. But what things would you like to see Sega do with Sonic in the future?
I'd like to, in all honesty, I'd like them to return sort of back to their roots, like with Sonic Mania. Maybe go a bit more into the Sonic Mania route, because I don't think Sonic hasn't really done too well. That might just my own opinion. I don't think he's done too well in regards to moving over to 3D, but 2D is where he seems to sort of shine. And with loads of retro games now becoming more popular, potentially you could make maybe they follow down the 2D route, maybe try and get themselves a new 2D, or even remaster maybe one of their old games.
Yeah,
that could potentially make something big. Like, I'd love to see, I know it sounds stupid, I'd love to see a HD remake or a 4K remake of Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Because I could just imagine running through Hydra City or Angel Island in like sort of 3D graphics like they've done with Sonic Mania. I would just have a whole game of one of those. But that's my own opinion. So
that would be really interesting to see. I mean, I would love that to happen as well. One thing that I mean, this is really weird. This is really weird. Because what I would like to see is probably a remake, and a lot of people are probably, if Sonic fans will probably listen to this and be like, "Why the hell would you want this?" Maybe I think a few people will be like, "I wouldn't mind watching that or buying that." A remake of Sonic R.
A remake of Sonic R.
Yeah, but keep the music, because the music's decent. The music's so good. A lot of people don't like it. A lot of people don't like the Sonic R soundtrack. It's great. It's got Richard Jakes and TJ Davison. That's like freaking like scones and cream. Like you just mix it together, something like that. It's a great combination. Richard Jakes, TJ Davis. It's beautiful.
Well, they could, if they did that, they could potentially do what they've done for what's it called? Pokemon Soul Silver and Heart Gold, where they basically had their own sorts of they had their own music the music style to it, but then near the end of the game, what you could do was have the option to select to original retro music.
Yes, that is true. That would be good. You get like remakes of the songs, but then like once you complete the game, you can be like, hey, you can play the game again with the original soundtrack. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing that. But yeah, I know it's a weird request, but I actually enjoyed Sonic R. I love Sonic R. I played it a lot when I got it on the PC. I played it so much when it was on Gems Collection on the GameCube. It's a great racing game. It holds a place in my heart, that game. So I wouldn't mind seeing it.
How about a remastered version of Shadow the Hedgehog? Shadow the Hedgehog 2 game.
Would you like to see a Shadow the Hedgehog 2?
Yes, I would.
Yeah, there you go. See,
a lot of people. We may be losing a lot of people. The hell, but I would love to see a Shadow the Hedgehog 2.
Well, I mean, like they could do that. Get Sega on the phone, James. See what happens.
Get Sega on the phone.
Get it right now, or get a lot of people will probably do the same. But it's like a lot of people like and ahhed about Shadow the Hedgehog, but with the style of it and like the way they went with it, with like choose your path. Do you want Shadow to be good, bad, or just neutral? I like that. I like those types of games. You get to decide like the character's fate.
That was probably the best thing I loved about Shadow the Hedgehog. But it wasn't just sort of linear, so you go from A to B and you get your story ending where no matter what you pick. Whereas this one is a case of, do you want to be slightly good? Okay, you can have this ending then. You want to be absolutely evil? Well, here you go. Shadow takes over the universe. There you go.
I do like that on like one of the things where it's like you beat Doom. Was it Doom? Yeah, I forget.
Yeah, Black Doom.
Black Doom. That was it. Black Doom. And he's just like, the black arms will rise again. And they're like, I am Shadow the Hedgehog. I'm going to take over the universe. That is my purpose. It's like, whoa, Jesus Christ. What about Maria?
Whoa, slow down.
What about Maria? Maria didn't want you to do this. But he's like, no, this is who I am. Like, no, it's not. What have I done?
But technically, he didn't actually know what he wanted. It was a case of...
Yeah.
So, yeah, they could probably do something like that.
Yeah, Maria... Oh, what was
Sorry,
that?
mate. Sorry, mate. So Edgehead turned around and said, the world isn't ready for the Shadow the Hedgehog 2. I think the world is ready.
You're
Absolutely ready.
You're ready.
Well, I'm definitely ready.
Is your body ready?
That sounded weird.
Your body is ready. It's a meme.
For hours and hours of... Is your body ready for hours of playing Shadow the Hedgehog 2? Yes. Yes, it is.
Yes.
I have prepared myself for this moment.
But it's just like, it's like Shadow takes over the universe. Probably that's what Maria wanted him to do. Who knows?
There you go. There's a plot for the next one. Shadow the Hedgehog 2. Shadow takes over.
Shadow versus the universe. See that, like, in a comic. That'd be great. Or in a game.
That would be awesome.
That would be. So, yeah. So that's to say, that is the topic that we had, requested by J10. So as I say, going into a conclusion, James, what do you think Sega's next move is with Sonic after how Sonic Forces and Sonic Mania did?
With the success of Sonic Mania, I can see them trying to focus on going back to 2D platformers, but I think they'll want to try and keep their way for 3D. Like you said as well, with possibly a potential Sonic R remix. That will be so awesome. So they'll probably all focus on the transformation racing side of things.
Yeah, I mean, like, as I say for me, because we know we've got a movie coming out very, very soon. We have Sonic Mania Plus, added content coming on to Sonic Mania, and also sneak peeks of a new Sonic racing game. Granted, it looks very... I don't think it's going to be a Sega and Sonic one. I think it's just going to be just a Sonic racing game. It looks to be.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I wouldn't mind seeing... so we got those, so that's going to be very, very exciting to see. But... as you say, Sonic R remake, wouldn't mind that, to be perfectly honest. I know a lot of people will probably hate me for saying that, but you know what? I don't care. I would like to see that happen. And as you say, remake of Shadow the Hedgehog or Shadow the Hedgehog 2, because I know even you say that a lot of people would hate me saying that. There's quite a few people that wouldn't mind seeing a second Shadow the Hedgehog game.
Well, considering how many games Sonic has had, Shadow needs his game again.
Yeah, he does. Maybe on his next anniversary, maybe. Who knows?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
We may see a Shadow the Hedgehog game. Maybe on his 20th.
All Hail Shadow!
Yes, or you get like another rendition of All Hail Shadow. Hey,
Yeah!
that'll be pretty sick. Alright, yeah, so that is it. That is the end. That is our last topic. That is almost the end of the show.
But we have one thing left to discuss.
And what is that, James?
The one last thing to discuss is simply who is our king or queen of the throne of games.
There we go. So, yes, as you guys have voted for, you like to see Knight be still our current king/queen of the throne of games, or if you would like to see Bayonetta be triumphant and rise to the top of being our new queen of the throne of games. James, do we have our results?
We do, but I believe, like last time, we had one last minute to discuss everyone, to put our final point across, and then put it through to the audience for one last go.
That is true. So let me just put that in. So, so James, let's say, for your last attempt, Knights, king/queen of the throne of games, the stage is yours.
Okay, so as I said earlier, with Knight, he is the pinnacle of what a fantastic character looks like. His games have been quite amazing. He deserves to come back in full force and to become an even more fantastic gamer and a gaming character. He deserves a new game. He is finally our Throne of Games champion, having finally knocked it off Sonic the Hedgehog. He's just starting his role and her role, and I think now is the best time for him and her to continue and become our next one for another week at least.
And as I say for Bayonetta, we've had her. She jumped into the gaming scene back in the late 2000s thanks to Platinum Games. She is one sassy, cool, badass, hero. Just, Umbra Witch. She's a witch. Witches are cool. And, she's just got that sass, that style when terror is, right in her face. She just shoots it with her gun. With her multiple guns. And even if she's even though she has long legs or, you know, her hair is very lusciously long, or she has short hair. Doesn't matter. She still works it, and she's been in Super Smash Bros. She's the people's champion on the Super Smash Bros. Because people wanted to see her in that game. So that's why I think she should be the next queen of the Throne of Games. Or Jinjo says he's the king.
Well, maybe we should have her. Maybe we should have him on the next Throne of Games.
Yes, yeah. My next pick is Jinjos. And also, she also has a nice booty. That is true. Yes, she does have a nice booty, indeed.
Going in for the sex appeal, I see.
Indeed. Hey, I said I was getting out the big guns, or 4 at least.
Giggity.
Giggity. All right. So without further ado, it's time for a drum roll. And the winner is. Oh! Bayonetta wins by 1 vote.
Ah!
That is it. The people have spoken.
Not only the people's champion, it's now our new queen of the Throne of Games.
Yes, indeed. So there you go. There you go. Our new queen of the Throne of Games. She has taken nights off. It is Bayonetta. She is now our new queen. So, hype on that. It was very hard, though. It was very... Because I love knights. I really do love knights. But it's like... Oh, my God. It's
not really... It's not a bad defeat. I kind of like Bayonetta. I didn't want to say it, but I do like Bayonetta. So I'm kind of glad she took it off.
Yeah, so...
Knights.
Wow, there you go. There you go. Jinjos is like, yeah, go! And as with that's like Jingos from Banjo-Kazooie. Yes. Jinjo! Woo! Yeah, that's the next one. Jinjo from Banjo-Kazooie.
So, Addy, do you want to announce what everybody knows, but do you just want to say it just so you can rub my face?
Oh, with the announcement of our new queen.
Yep.
So there you go. And I got a jingle as well. So get ready. So this is it. Our new queen of the Throne of Games. It's all hail Queen Bayonetta. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So, what does that mean? Well, that means Knights has now been dethroned. Very sadly.
After 1 week as well, which just proves our king and queen are never safe.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Even like you can have them on for 1 week. You can have them on for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. You know, it doesn't matter. Like, you know, there will be one time they will, like, the current king or queen will get dethroned. So this means that the next episode, James doesn't have to pick another character again.
Wait, what?
No, because next week we've got another guest coming on the show.
I know. We've actually got to the stage now where people are begging. Well, I say begging. We're
not begging. They're just like, oh, I'd love to come on the show. Like, okay.
People are wanting to come on the show, so we're getting somewhere in life.
Yeah. So you know. We're going to be getting another guest onto the show. They're very looking forward to coming on, so it's going to be very, very exciting. If you want to find out who this said guest is, be sure to keep an eye on Twitter. I'm actually going to be making, we do have a Facebook page. It's facebook.com/The Tally Ho Show. Let's see, I'll grab a link to that. So if anyone wants to join, you can do so. Let me just grab that quickly. And whilst I'm finding that, James, how did you feel the show went?
The show went pretty good. I'm very happy with how it all went. About yourself, sir?
Hey, all the hype on that. So there you go, guys. Here's the Facebook page, facebook.com/The Tally Ho Show. Be able to get all your updates regarding about the podcast, and also we also discuss about some other gaming related stuff that goes on as well.
And we'd also like to put in there about any new upcoming events happening in the gaming community as well.
Indeed. So if you want to find out exactly who is going to be on the show next, tune in to find out on Facebook. I'm going to be making a Twitter profile for the Tally Ho Show, so that'll be getting made sometime next week. But the guests will be announced next week on social media, so get ready for that. It's going to be all the hype.
It's going to be a fantastic time. I'm extremely looking forward now, considering who we've got next.
Yes, indeed. It's. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Episode 5 is going to be a blast. So to say. I think it is. But now I think I'm going to try and grab the music. I'm going to grab our current Queen's victory song, and I know exactly what I'm going to be playing because it's so freaking good.
You're a big fan of Bayonetta, aren't you? You wouldn't think that.
Well, she is my second favourite female character. Not gonna lie on that. Crystal from Star Fox. Because she's so badass as well. Yeah.
Maybe get Crystal on next time. Let's see how that ends for you.
Well, we'll have to wait and see on that. But yeah, that guys, Edge says spoiler. It's not me. No, it's not Edge. Sorry, man. But that is it.
Thanks for ruining the spoiler, though, Edge.
Way to go, Edge. GG, buddy. GG. But that is it, guys. That is the end of the show. Show.
Have you enjoyed yourself, Andy?
It's just been a blast, actually. It's good to see that, we talked about a very, important topic at the beginning. And, because as I say, we don't normally, we talk, we joke, we, have a laugh and, we banter back and forth with some topics. But there are going to be other topics that are going to be, very serious to discuss. And it's good that we do that sort of stuff. We're not afraid to talk about anything that happens in the gaming industry, in the gaming world. So, yeah, no, I thought this was a very, very good show. Really enjoyed it. How about you, James?
I absolutely loved it. And yeah, you're right. We do have the occasion where we are going to be nice and funny, but sometimes it is nice to sort of settle down and have ourselves a very serious conversation in regards to whatever's going on. But as always, the next subject, we always like to make sure that the light also comes with the dark parts, I suppose.
Indeed. No, that's a great way of saying that. Great way of saying that indeed, sir. Edge says, British man, Lara would like a word with you. Well, I mean, Lara Croft's in my top 5 favourite female video game characters.
By the way, Edge, which British man are you referring to? Because don't forget there's 2...
Me. That's my nickname to him, apparently. So, there you go.
Fair enough.
Yes, indeed. So, I've got the song all ready to go. We're going to be playing our new Queen's victory theme. And it is from Bayonetta 1. And it is Let's Dance Boys. Oh, yes. So, it's the song that plays at the end of the credits and all that stuff. And it's so catchy and I love it. It's so good. So good. My gosh. But, yes, as I say, James, as always, thank you for being my awesome second half host of the show. It's always a blast doing the show with you, as always.
And as always, it's been an absolutely bloody pleasure.
Hey, and to thank you to all of you as well that have listened into the show live on Twitch TV or listening to this on the podcast via Twitch, via the video, or via SoundCloud as well. So greatly appreciated. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. And as I say, we're going to be playing now from Bayonetta. It's Let's Dance Boys. As I say, you've been listening to the Tally Ho Show with me, Andy.
And me, James.
And until next time, we'll be having another guest on the show. Have a very good... Oh, wait a minute, before I do that, we should announce what the next date is going to be. Holy crud.
That is a very good point, yes.
Yeah. The next date, then episode 5 is going to be happening on April 8th. April 8th. So mark that into your calendars if you want to be sure to catch the show then. But until then, as I say, this has been the Tally Ho Show with me, Andy.
And me, James.
And until next time, have a very good rest of your day, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in this beautiful place we call the world. And we'll speak to you all very, very soon. Take care, and bye-bye for now.
Have a great time, guys.